Hello and welcome to the Bowling University studio from the International Bowling Campus in Arlington, Texas. I'm John Karabatsis and I'll be your host for this edition of the Bowling University Profit Break. Thank you for joining us. Our mission at the Bowling University is to enrich people's lives personally and professionally, and the Profit Break is an opportunity for sharing insights on how to grow revenue, reduce your costs, enrich yourself, your team, and your business. If you're joining the Profit Break for the first time, welcome. We're glad you're here. Give us 15 minutes and you will be on your way to improving your profitability. Food and beverage is increasingly significant to our industry and offers us the opportunity to improve our revenues and profitability by providing products and services to keep our guests in our centers longer and keep them coming back. However, our current economic environment challenges us to rethink our operations to maintain service levels, product quality, and profitability. A way to meet this challenge is through fully analyzing your operation, your menu, staffing levels, and undertaking the tried and true system of menu engineering to guide you to making the best decision for your business. So let me share a few ideas on how you can improve your food and beverage operation through menu engineering. You know, let's start, I'm just doing a level set, I guess, of where we're at these days. And we notice that prices are so high, they're going up and up. The graphic you can see there are what prices are expected to increase just this year. You can see beef and poultry and so on, and look at wheat flour. So all of these products that we're using in our operation, that means our prices are going to go way up. Fats and oils, that implies French fries. Okay, so everything's going up. We know it's going up. Labor costs are going up. Now, you can't raise your prices out of this, so what that forces you to do is to take a look at your overall operation to see where you can improve the efficiency and the profitability of your menu and your overall operations. That's where menu engineering comes in. So that's where we're at right now. We're going to be there for a while. We need to look and figure out a way to maintain our profits. Okay, so let's talk about menu engineering a little bit. Before you even get into menu engineering, you have to make sure that you've got standards and systems in place for your center, for your staff, for your guests. All of these things are basic issues that you should be addressing every day in your food and beverage operations. Standards and expectations are crucial. Consistency is crucial to the food and beverage business. So for example, what are your standards? What are your expectations for hiring? It all starts with your staff. If you don't have a good staff, strong team members, all you're doing is for naught. Okay? You've got to hire, you've got to bring them on board, you've got to train them. You've got to be consistent in how you're doing it. The other part of it is the service levels. Does your staff, as part of that training, understand what service levels are? What does it look like to provide good service? You have to define it. You have to expect it from your staff. Okay? Ordering, receiving, and storage, all the more important nowadays. You don't want to overorder. Okay? The more you have on your shelves, the more you're going to waste, the higher your costs are going to be. Make sure you're ordering appropriately, you're receiving appropriately, so you're not getting bad product. Things get put away properly, nothing spoils. Okay? And where are you going to put it? Okay? Define all of these things so that your staff isn't guessing, they're just putting it where they want. Okay? Inventory and par level systems, you've got to have systems around that. How are you doing inventory? How often you're doing inventory? In the food and beverage business, it's known the more frequent you take inventory, the lower your cost. Fact. Okay, par levels. What do I need to get through a week? This will prevent you from over-ordering or under-ordering. Okay, your POS system is critical to analyzing your business. The point of sale system should have everything that you're selling. It should be accurate. It should be up to date. There shouldn't be any guesswork. There shouldn't be an other key for things that you don't have. Recipes. You've heard, those of you that I've given presentations, you've heard me talk about this before. Standard recipes are crucial to what you're trying to achieve. Okay, product specifications, standard portions. Again, your staff has to know, and your guests have to know what to expect every time they come. Same product every time. Doesn't matter who's cooking it, same thing. So standard recipes are crucial. When it comes to the financial part of it, you've got to set targeted goals for your cost of goods, How do you know? What do you gauge your success against if you don't know what your target is? How do you know what your contribution margin should be? And how do you know what your prime cost should be? All of these things have to be set into place, and you have to set them and then measure yourself against those. Okay? And then finally, frequent review and assessment through a menu analysis, which we're going to talk about now, is crucial. Don't do it the old way. You remember the old days where we were all driven by league bowling, and what it was you raised your price or did whatever you're going to do before the bowlers came in or after they left. Heaven forbid you do something in the middle of the season. Those days are gone. Okay, you have to react appropriately, which means sometimes you have to raise prices multiple times. But that, again, you're not going to raise your price your way out of this thing. You've got to be more efficient so that you can be more profitable. All of the things that I mentioned and more you'll find in the on-demand. There's on-demand courses on all of these things that take a much deeper dive into it, and they'll explain to you a little bit better on exactly how to go about doing things like understanding what a prime cost is. A very simple concept, but if you haven't been exposed to it, you don't know it. You don't know what you don't know. So I'd encourage you to go to on-demand, look at these even deeper. Now, so menu engineering, a simplified and efficient menu is what we're all about. Two of my favorite places are, they're not everywhere in the country, but a lot of you are familiar with InOut Burger or Cane's chicken fingers. They are among, on a per store basis, the most profitable quick serve restaurants around. I think they're both in the top 5 or the top 6. The thing that I love about them is not just the consistency, but their menu is minimal. It's minimal. They do few things, they do it well, and you know what to expect every time you're going. InOut Burger is essentially just some burgers. That's it. Shakes, drinks, and fries. That's all they have. Cane's Chicken Fingers, that's what they sell. Chicken fingers. They might have some coleslaw. They have drinks to go along with it too. But that's it. Every time you go, it's a consistent, excellent product. So they focus on fewer things that they can do very well. And the other thing with that is I've yet to ever had bad service at either one of these restaurants. No matter what state they're in where I go, their training programs are spot on. Their employees know how to behave. They know what the expectation is. So there's great learning lessons there. If you don't have one of these close to home, next time you travel out west, or I'm not sure how far east Cane's is, but check them out and just watch it, not just from to eat, but watch what they do and how they do it. Take a look at their menu. Okay, so what we're going to do when you're looking at a menu engineering, okay, what you want to do is define the most profitable items on your menu, okay, so that you can become efficient in the way that you prepare them, and your menu can be efficient, your menu can be profitable, and your staff can easily execute these things. So a simplified menu is going to increase your efficiency. There's no two ways about it. Just think about the example I used with InOut and Raising Cane's. Less moving parts means less chance you're going to mess up. So the more consistent you can train your staff to be, and think about how much training it takes to train on 50 items versus 30 or 20. Okay? The more consistent you can be, the better you're going to be off. Okay? So it's going to lead to greater guest satisfaction. If I know every time I go to eat at your place, I'm not going to try to wait until Gerald's working. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's working. I know I'm going to get a good, consistent process. So a popular, profitable, efficient menu, it has ramifications for training, for execution, quality, inventory, and labor, all of these things. The other part of the pie that I mentioned that's gone up, it's going up, is labor. We have to learn to operate and to thrive with less staff. Doing all of these things will lead to your ability to do that. So here's what you need. To get started, just a word of caution, a caveat, okay? Accuracy matters. We've all heard the expression garbage in, garbage out. All right? If you don't have good standard recipe costs, good current, thorough, complete recipe costs, this is all for naught. If you don't have a good, solid point-of-sale system that identifies all of your sales, whether you're giving them away or not, you have to record it. If you have a discount, you have to record it. If you don't do that, don't waste your time. This isn't going to make any difference to you. So that sales data has got to be spot on. Okay, so what you have to do first is generate that product mix report. You'll sometimes hear it referred to as a P-mix report. Okay, and these are the things that it should be telling you. What did you sell? How many did you sell? What is your price? And what are your total sales? price times total quantity sold doesn't always equal total sales because of what I just told you. If you're not capturing, or you should be capturing discounts, free stuff all the time, then your total sales will be different. So instead of it being a $4 burger, it might average out to a $3.50 burger. Very important to moving on to see exactly what's being profitable. So make sure before you generate that report that you have the right information. Once you get it, that's the basis of what you need to do the menu engineering report. Okay? In the on-demand training for the menu engineering, there is a Excel file that will walk you through it. You just enter your information, and it's going to spit out something that looks like this. Okay, it's the product. In this case, the very first sandwich on there is a CBS. It's going to tell you how many you sold during the period, what the cost is, what the price is, your sales price, what's the cost of goods, the ideal cost, not the actual cost, the ideal. Okay, how much did it cost you for that period? Because that's one thing that doesn't change. If it's $4.05 in cost times 316, how much revenue did you do over the period? And then how much did you make? That's the period contribution margin. Based on those factors, then the file will calculate for you if it's a high profitable item or a low profit item. Is it a highly popular item or is it a low profit item? And then based upon that mix, it's going to assign it a category, 1 of 4. It keeps it nice and simple. Okay, it's either going to be a star, it's going to be a puzzle, it's going to be a plow horse, or it's going to be a dog. I didn't make these up. All the dog lovers, including myself out there, I did not make these up. Okay, but there's a reason for them, and I'll walk you through what each of them means. And then you can adjust your menu from there. Okay, so you have that. It's giving you the information. It's telling you what each of them are. So what does it mean? Here's what a star means. It means it's very profitable and it's very popular. You've got a winner. You've got a winner. So don't mess with it. Okay, you want to feature it prominently on your menu. Put a box around it if it's got if you have a print menu. Make sure it's out there in front of people because you want to sell more of those things. It's something your servers can recommend to a guest because you're making a lot on it. Okay, you may be able to take it up slightly in cost, in price, because it is so popular. Know your market, understand your market, don't ruin a good thing, and it should remain popular. So be careful, but do your homework first. The next one is a puzzle, and puzzles mean that they're not that popular, but they're very profitable. So what you're trying to figure out is how do I make it more profitable because it is a highly profitable item. So how do I make it more popular? I'm sorry, because it is so popular. So you might consider adjusting the price a little bit, or maybe tweaking how it looks, the presentation of it, some of the flavor profile. Maybe you change it, pepper jack cheese instead of a different cheese. But monitor the results. Okay, review your menu descriptions as well. Okay, make it more appealing, how it's described. That should really be appealing on your descriptions with your print menus. Okay, have contests to increase the awareness of it. It makes a lot of money, so you want to sell more of those things. Okay, the next one down is called a plow horse, and a plow horse is really popular, but you don't make much money on it. So be careful because guests love it. Okay, so careful about raising the price. You don't want to be pricing yourself out of the market. Again, know your guests, know your market. Check your portion sizes. Maybe you can tweak them a little bit, but the last thing you want to do is make it look like you've reduced how much they're getting for their money without any gain to them. So be careful of that. If you can reduce the portion size a little bit without any notice, good. Okay, or maybe use an add-on to improve the profitability with putting it in a combo or something like that. Check other vendors, other suppliers to see if you can get a better price for the same product or better. Don't go down in quality. Same product or better. Okay, and then the last one is the dog. It's not profitable. It's not popular. These are the ones that you should truly consider removing from the menu. They're taking up space on your menu. They're taking up space on your storage shelves. Okay, they cause you to train people to how to make them. Okay, so if you do want to give it one last chance, change the recipe, change the presentation, change the pricing, try something different, or use it as a special. Okay? And then you're always going to have somebody say, oh, I really love that. Well, you know what? If they did say that and they love it and you still have all the ingredients, make it for them. It'll make them feel that much more special. Okay, but get it off your menu. Focus on fewer things that you can do well. The other thing I want to mention too is that when you focus on those fewer things, be like InOut and be like Cane's. Cane's known for chicken fingers. What are you known for? Do a few things, but be known for something. Be known for something, and you highlight that. Okay, so after you've done that, you've done your menu analysis, you can see what the results were. What's next? Okay, adjust your menu, adjust your pricing. Maybe you can adjust your labor. You don't need as much labor at certain times because you reduced your menu using the results you've had. Repeat this monthly would be ideal, but quarterly at a minimum is the way you do that. Okay, so remember, something like this works. It takes a lot of time. Without a doubt, it takes a lot of time. But if you have accurate information and you analyze your menu regularly, take that action, it's going to increase your efficiency and it's going to lead to greater profitability. It works. I've done it. Try it. Trust me on this one. Give it a shot. Okay? So, if you'd like to take a deeper dive into menu engineering, then all you need to do is go to our website, and you can choose your menu engineering one or over 60 other courses. Just go to bowlinuniversity.net and select On Demand from the online virtual box. From there, you can access your account or register to begin taking courses. It's all there for you. All right, so as we wrap up another edition of the Bowling University Profit Break, remember that when your focus is on growing people, people will grow your business. We look forward to seeing you next time for another great episode. If you have any questions for us about today's show or would like additional information, you can reach us anytime at education@bpaa.com. Also, all previous Profit Break episodes are available 24/7 for you and your team to watch at bowlinguniversity.net. Plus, new Profit Break episodes are available every month, so mark your calendar, watch your email, and join us on Facebook to hear about the latest episodes. Until then, I'm John Karabatsis, and do for one what you wish you could do for everyone. We'll see you next time.